హాయ్ దిస్ ఇస్ చక్రి. ఈరోజు మనతో పాటు ఒక స్పెషల్ గెస్ట్ ఉన్నారు. షీఈ్ నన్ అదర్ దాన్ జాన్వీ కపూర్. మనందరికీ ఎంతో ఇష్టమైన అలనాటి నటి శ్రీదేవి గారి అమ్మాయి, నటవారసురాలు. తన నెక్స్ట్ మూవీ మిల్లీ ప్రమోషన్స్ కోసం ఈరోజు హైదరాబాద్ వచ్చారు. అండ్ తనతో పాటు దాంట్లో మేల్ లీడ్ యాక్టర్ సన్నీ గారు కూడా ఉన్నారు. అండ్ బోత్ ఆఫ్ యూ వెల్కమ్. సో ఎంత తెలుగు వస్తుంది జాన్వీకి?
Not a lot of Telugu. I can understand very well. Okay. I can understand everything, but I think I'm too shy to speak in Telugu because I'm scared that I'm not good enough in it.
So
Andariki namaskaram. I know.
అంతవరకు వచ్చా, ఇంకేం రాదా?
No, I know, but I just prefer not to.
Dialect is too good, like, you know, not like a typical northern girl saying Andariki namaskaram. It's not that. It's good. Okay, so tell us about Mili.
So Mili is my first film with my dad. It's a survival thriller, but I think it's much more than that. It's a film that's about relationships. It's got romance in it. It's got a father-daughter relationship in it. It's a human drama, and it's got a lot of thrills in it. It's a thriller, and I think that it's a very new theatrical experience for audiences because it's very immersive.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we've tried to do something new, and I hope you.
Trailer మేము చూసాం. So we got everything, you know, the story got revealed in the trailer. So what's special in the movie? We have seen so many survival thrillers. So what's special in Mili?
That it's not just a survival thriller, that it's a human story and it's got a lot of emotion, and I think it deals with the will of a girl and how much she can take and how unexpected the situation is that she finds herself in, but how she still pushes through, and how at the end of the day how life is so short and you should really prioritize the relationships that matter the most and spending your time in the ways that it matters the most. So it's not just about survival and it's not just about the thrills, even though there's a lot of it. It's also about, I think, love and courage.
Why did you choose Mili? What's your, you know, what makes it special?
She would want me to say that it's because of her.
Yeah.
While that is one of the reasons, also the fact that I saw the original film, Helen, and I absolutely loved it. Malayalam film, yeah, which Mathukutti sir had directed it himself as well. So I absolutely loved it, and you know, all the points that she said, that when I saw the film I was like, okay, this is not just a survival film here, like, you know, it's got a lot of other things going for it that forms the backbone of the film, that a girl is trying to survive in a freezer, but what it is trying to say is a lot more than just, you know, just whether she's going to live or not live. And that became very important to me, and I loved the film so much that I instantly wanted to be a part of the film.
What made you to choose Mili? Like, you know, it's a typical survival. It's not any glam role. It is not there. So what made you choose it?
I think not many actors attempt survival thrillers, and I think that it felt like a challenge. I think when I saw bits of Helen and when I read the script, I think immediately I was like, okay, this is a little scary. It's a little daunting. Like, I don't know if I can do it, and not many people have done it before. It's uncharted territory a little bit, especially in Hindi films. I think our last survival thriller was Trapped.
Yeah.
With Raj.
Yeah.
And I know what a tough time he had with it. He would always talk about how excruciating and difficult it was. So I think the challenge of it excited me a lot. And I think also at the heart of it, the story about a father and a daughter that's at the foundation of Mili, I think resonated with me very deeply. I think it's very similar to my relationship with my father.
Oh. So Janhvi, ఎంత కష్టపడ్డారు? To what extent did you go to get that outstanding output on the screen? I saw it in trailer.
I mean, I don't know if I did anything. I think my director made it very easy for me. He built a freezer, a real cold storage unit that was minus 15 to minus 18 degrees at all times. And I think that although it was very tough to shoot in those conditions, it made my job easier because I wasn't pretending to feel cold. I wasn't pretending to suffocate. I was actually suffering or like in a state of discomfort, and I was actually shivering. I actually had goosebumps. So it in a way made my job easier, I think.
It is Boney Kapoor's first movie with you, your father's first movie. How difficult it is to, you know, as a producer, is your papa at home. You didn't do any, you know, professional things with him, like, as a producer. So how difficult or how easy it is?
It was the same thing because I think a producer's role isn't so hands-on on a film set, but he would still come visit set sometimes. The thing that was different was that I've never come home to a producer before.
Okay.
So I've always worked on other films, and then I'd come home and I'd tell
Correct.
Dad that, like today we had this.
They
and
both
shoot.
carry the same thing to home.
Yeah, we were coming home with the same.
Correct.
We were on the same page about things, which was new. Like if we had a tough day at shoot, I didn't need to go home and tell Dad about it. I had a tough day of shoot on his film, which was cool, I guess. We felt like a team a
That's
little
good.
bit.
So tell us about Boni Kapoor.
Tell us about Boni.
Boni
Yeah.
Kapoor.
Well, he's a fantastic and a lovely person, man. I absolutely love him. I wanted to collaborate with him since a very long time, actually. I think he's one of the best producers that we have in the industry. He's very hands-on. He's very creatively involved, and at the same time, like she said, he gives a lot of leeway to everybody who's associated with the film. So I always wanted to collaborate with him, and I think it's the best decision that I've made so far working with Boni sir. He's just made it so, he's actually spoiled me. So I don't know
In
what's
what
going
way?
to happen in very good ways, in the treatment that you get on set, in everything, in just ensuring that it's as difficult as the scenes are to perform. The environment on set is very comfortable. There's no complaint there. So
What made you take so much time? You're not yet into Telugu movies. Why? Enduku raatledu inka? Being Boni Kapoor's daughter, being Sridevi's daughter, you got so many reasons to come into Telugu industry. Why?
But the biggest reason of all is that I love the Telugu industry. I love Telugu cinema. So I'm dying to do a Telugu film. And I really...
That means that nobody approached you with a script from Telugu?
I mean, that doesn't matter whether someone approached me or not. I think what matters is that I really do want to do a Telugu film.
What kind of movie do you want to do, really? I mean, somebody want to know that, they might write script on you.
I think Telugu cinema is turning out such wonderful content. I'm such
Correct.
a fan of almost all of the films that have come out lately. I'm a huge Pushpa fan. I'm a huge...
Joke again.
yeah.
Do it. Oh.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, so I'm a huge Junior NTR fan. I'm a huge, just an admirer of Telugu cinema for as long as I can remember. I think we spent so much time growing up and watching these
My
films.
question was, what took you so long and what is taking you back?
I'm waiting and I'm hoping and I'm praying. Trust me, I'm
Praying for what?
I don't want to say, but as of now, I'm praying that something happens, something that I've been wishing to happen for a long time.
With a big star, with a big script, kind of
He's
thing,
really
right?
pushing. Just a good Telugu film that would do justice to my mom's legacy, that would do justice to what the audience expects of me, and that is a good film. First and foremost, I want the story and the film to be good and the makers to make it with the right intention. But just pray for me. You also pray, I'm also praying.
Yeah, I'm praying.
And hopefully soon I'll come here for an interview and
I wish.
And
I
we'll
wish.
be
And I
talking
pray.
about the
As I
film.
said,
And
I
that time
will
you
pray.
talk in Telugu as well. No?
yeah, and that time I'll be talking.
You have to dub your own voice.
Yeah, I'm not going to let anyone else dub. I'll learn properly and I'll do all of my dialogues. Or in every line, I'll do Andariki Namaskaram.
So I will tutor you in Telugu.
Okay, fine. I'll take your number.
Sure. So, Boni Kapoor's daughter and Sridevi's daughter, it's, whenever you approach a star kid, the notion of nepotism comes. What's your take on that?
I think I've been aware of the privilege my whole life. And for a long time, I think I was made to feel slightly apologetic about it. Like, oh, everything you've gotten in life is because of this, which for a while made me feel unworthy. But I think that's a slightly naive and stupid way to look at things. I'm proud of my mom's legacy. I'm proud of my
Absolutely.
father's work. Why should I be ashamed of it? And the thing is, I think it would be wrong and arrogant if I took my position for granted. If I acted like, oh, it's my birthright to be here and I don't have to do anything, it'll just come to me. But I think I take pride in making sure that I'm working doubly hard to prove to myself and to people that I might be deserving, and I am deserving of the opportunities that I've gotten. I think people take for granted that, oh, she's Sridevi and Bonnie Kapoor's daughter, so she's had everything easy in life. But if you're taking that for granted, then also take for granted that hard work, dedication and love for cinema is also in my blood, because I am their daughter. So it's two sides to the same
There
coin.
should be rough side of a star kid's life. What should be it? Like, you know,
The rough side,
the bitter side.
I think it's the
People being fake on you, fake on your face.
I think it's the constant, for me it was the self-doubt of whether I offer anything other than who my parents are, and it's also the fact that I think sometimes I feel like I can be everyone's favorite target to hate on, like like everyone's favorite person to judge, and also sometimes people that come from a place of privilege become a scapegoat to
Correct.
you know, like it's easy to say that they're undeserving because they've had everything easy in life. So sometimes it bothers people to admit that, oh, maybe they are good also. I don't know, I hope this isn't sounding arrogant, but
No.
I can't deny that there is a certain amount of privilege that I have come with, and I hope I'm doing enough to validate it, or to be deserving of the opportunities that I've had.
So, on the other hand, do you envy star kids? Like, you know, how do you
Not
look at
at
her?
all.
How do you look at her?
I actually despise that word.
Star
Envy.
kid.
Star kids and envy. I mean, what exactly is it, and how do you define it, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're here for the long game, right? You're not here just for one film. And what exactly are you doing? As an actor, we are here to entertain people. It's actually otherwise she wouldn't need to spend 21 days in sub-zero degrees just for personal vanity. That's stupid. That nobody would do. It's for the larger cause of just entertaining people. It's so that we can put a good product out there and people can feel what Mili felt and not what Janhvi felt, right? Or what Sunny felt. So, and if you're here for a long game, then you have to constantly prove and be better and be better and be better. So, no matter where you start from, 4 films down the line, 5 films down the line, if you're not good, people will not watch you. It's as simple as that. So you have to constantly keep upping your game, and right now the competition, the healthy competition, that's so much, you know, with all the films and
Correct.
with everybody being at the best of their craft. So it'll be very stupid of anybody to even think, or for us to think that, oh, I envy somebody, oh, there are we all are contemporaries, we all work in the same industry, we all work for the same passion, and that's how I look at it.
So, Janhvi, one of your interviews, you said you would marry a South Indian guy and an Italian.
You know, I have this vision of me after I've done as many films as I want, after I get married and have a child. I think I want to move to Tirumala, or maybe not up in the hill, maybe Tirupati, and
You want to settle in Tirupati?
yeah, I just love the energy of that place. And I'll be putting oil on my husband's head and giving him a nice
So-
Oh my
malish,
God,
and
the
he'll be wearing a veshti, and we'll be eating on the banana leaf, and I'll have mogra on my hair every day, and there'll be Rahman's music playing in the background.
From where did this fantasy came
I
up?
don't know, that's just this vision that I have of my life. It's either that or I'll be in Florence with my Italian like goon husband.
But what if
Eating
it's a
pasta.
South Indian who's born and raised in Italy?
No, I need.
Why it is South Indian? Why? What is the reason behind? Is it because of
Because I
Vesti
think
or
South Indians
banana
are the
leaf?
best. No, South Indians are just the best. I think. Sorry, I know you're not. I'm half North Indian, but like, I think there's a sense of respect and culture and humbleness, and I think our sense of humor is amazing. And North sense of humor is also great.
You don't have to do that all
I'm
the
just
time.
saying.
I agree.
I'm just saying. And
She
our
speaks her
food-
heart out. Yeah,
and
go
our
ahead.
food is
Absolutely.
amazing, and I just think purity, and there's an intelligence, and there's just a swagger with like
Oh my
I
God,
just, yeah.
so many things to learn.
Yeah.
Plus there's A.R. Rahman.
There's unbelievable talent.
There is
Janhvi
Sridevi.
Kapoor.
There was
Yeah, there's
Sridevi.
Sridevi. Sorry, I shouldn't say my name at all. But yeah, that's been my vision of married life. I think once I do at least 10 memorable films that can be
Only 10?
No, I mean, like, I want to do many films, but at least 10 like great films that'll be remembered for like years and years and years, and like performances that people will love me for. After that, I'll get married to a nice South Indian boy.
So tell me, who is the most eligible bachelor in South industry?
Oh God, these are one of those statements that's gonna become a headline, and then I'll get into a lot of trouble for it because you name, I don't know who's married and not.
I named
married.
2.
Only 2 are unmarried, but I don't think neither of them want to move to Tirupati with me. So unless you're
So what is
coming
this
to me-
connection with Tirupati? You often visit, right?
Yeah,
Tirupati.
in fact, I really wanted to. I'm in Hyderabad. I could have taken a 45-minute flight and gone and climbed up, and I really wanted to go. But tomorrow we have events in Bombay. But I don't know. I think mom used to climb every year on her birthday, and she stopped after she got married, and she would always talk about it. And she'd gone a couple of times, but I hadn't gone with her. And after she passed, I don't know what happened. I just felt like. I don't know what happened. I just felt like I need to climb up. I need to go to Tirupati. And after I went the first time, it was the first time I felt very, very close to her. And I felt very at peace. And so I told myself that every year on her birthday, I'll climb up. But then I got so addicted to it that I go on her birthday, I go on New Year's, and I go on my birthday. Of course, in the pandemic, the timings go up and down, but yeah.
So how can we forget about her, talking about her? What did you learn from her? What are the things, inherit from her?
I think what I learned most from her is to preserve your innocence. And I think you're in an industry, and more than that, in a world that runs on being people that mistake being cynical for being intelligent. And I think I'd rather be naive, even if that means being ignorant, because if you see the best in everyone, then that becomes your world. And I think in order to be a good and a true and an honest artist, you need to be an honest person who retains their sense of innocence and isn't corrupted by the noise in the world or in the industry. So I want to protect that side of myself.
What are the things she used to say, kept on telling you when you were a kid?
Work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard.
Anything about Telugu industry? Since she was long.
She would tell us a lot of bedtime stories always. There were
Really?
always stories of her on set. Like, she did one, I think when she was, one of her first films when she was 5-6 years old, she had to play Krishna.
Huh.
And there was a lion or a tiger on set, and there was a snake on set, and she was very scared. And then when she was 14, 15, she had to dance in some pond or a lake, and then she was like, it was really funny because there were water snakes going into everyone's skirts. So she had like weird stories like this. And there was some actor who she did many films with, and so because there were many films she was doing with that one actor, she would lose track of what film she was shooting for, and she was
Oh,
like, the
wow.
only way I could tell was because his wig would keep changing.
So what are your favorite movies of Sridevi garu?
Sadma.
In Telugu?
Yeah, the original of Sadma, I forget the name. But
Vasanta Kokila, I think.
yeah.
Kamal Haasan.
Yeah. Moonram Pirai, but that was Tamil.
Tamil.
But honestly, the ones that I've watched most recently and paid the most attention to have been English, Sadma, Mr. India, Chalbaz, and Mom, I think, is one of my favorites because I was there during the filming of it.
I interviewed her during Mom.
Yeah?
That was her last Telugu, unfortunately. Last Telugu interview, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I think I was there when we were filming it, so it was just special
So
because of the memories.
if you have to make a movie of her, among her movies.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Just now your father said that she would be the last one. You won't remake Sridevi garu's movie. Boni Kapoor garu said that she would be the last person who will make Sridevi garu's movies.
Yeah.
So you don't want to.
No.
Why?
I don't think anyone should. I don't think anyone can do what she did. and I don't think anyone should try.
So finally about Mili, and it is going to release on 4th November in theatres.
It's got everything in it. What's it called?
Romance, music, family drama, human story, thrills, horror.
No, it's not horror.
Okay, yeah,
Was it
okay,
horror?
thrill.
Thriller.
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 It's a thrill.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful mix of
And
all
Janhvi
these
Kapoor.
things. And Janhvi Kapoor.
And Sunny Kaushal.
Fantastic. And Manoj Pava and Boni sir and
And Rahman.
And
sir.
Rahman.
Rahman sir. So
A
yeah,
beautiful
there's so
song
much.
that was a beautiful song.
Thank
You were singing, you both were singing.
It was
That-
not
that
from
was
our
not from
film.
Mili.
Chalo chale with us, really not.
That wasn't from Mili. But yeah, so we have many reasons to see the film. So please go watch the film
In theatres.
in
Yeah.
theatres.
Janhvi, as you said, I will pray you to come to Telugu industry as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best. I wish you
Thank
the
you.
success of Mili.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much.